for example, if Elon Musk just said that he's bought 9% of Twitter, you know that Twitter is going up. Hey guys, welcome to another lesson of pre-market preparation. On this video, we are going to cover the news, the major topics that actually move those stocks that we are watching and want to trade. So let's dive right to it. Like always, guys, please make sure you subscribe and like this video and channel. It will help us tremendously to push these contents forwards. So let's talk about those news. In the previous lessons, we covered the market analysis, the scanners, how to find the right stock, how to analyze the one that we found, how to create a watch list, and we actually covered also building scenarios when we talked about analyzing the one. And I will cover that in more depth in the previous or the next lesson. And today the focus will be on the news. So if it's the first video that you watch in this pre-market preparation session or crash course, please make sure you watch all the previous ones and only then come back to this one. It's important that you will do it in this order. So first the market analysis, then the scanner, finding the stock, analyzing it, watch list, building scenarios, and only then the news. And at the next lesson, I will summarize everything and show you how it is done from A to Z when you want to prepare yourself to trade everyday stocks in the US market. So without a doubt, news is the most important element you need in order to find the right opportunity to trade. All of us are online watching news or television or on a newspaper reading it. At the end, those news will basically move us and create this massive amount of volume and volatility in a specific asset. So for example, if Elon Musk just said that he's bought 9% of Twitter, you know that Twitter is going up at pre-market at least. Or when someone upgraded, like a bank upgraded or downgraded a stock, you know that a lot of volume is coming into to this stock, because at the end, people are watching the news and they will react according to those news. And as you can tell, it actually works perfectly all around the world, not just in the US market, right? Because when they're telling us on the news that the coronavirus is coming and getting out of hand or whatever it is, we all started to feel and act according to those news. So if you think about it, in most cases, the media can literally control the reaction of the people, right? So think about it. Anyway, back to the market. Today I found 4 stocks to trade and I want to analyze them according to the news. Now, you already know we talked about it in the previous lesson. And again, in case you missed that, go ahead and watch it first. But we covered that we need in stocks to trade stocks, we need volume, we need volatility or strong momentum move to the up or the downside. And we need the catalyst, the one that we are actually talking about right now, the news. But there are plenty of variation of news, right? You can have an upgrade or downgrade, earnings, maybe a layoff or a buyback or acquiring. There are many news that can come out every day, and we need to know which news will be better to trade than the others, or what is the impact that those news can create. So let's take HAL, for example, a stock that coming from the energy sector. And you can see that today, if we're looking at the 5-minute chart, you can see that it's dropping at pre-market. We got about 15 minutes before the opening bell. So it closed here at 41.60. And today it's already been trading about $1 below. The reason for that is earnings. So I can say that because it just saying it here. You can see the icon. But also if you look at the news, you can see the numbers. So revenue 4.28 billion versus 3.45 the previous year. So definitely not a good news for them, for HAL. Obviously, if you want to get just a little bit more information, you need to go in to those news and read just a little bit more and find more data that will confirm that what's the reason behind that drop. But you can definitely see that the price is dropping down. So you have volume, already checked that. You have the price moving strongly, and you have news of earnings that covering that as well. So from here, what I'll do is just, as I mentioned in the previous lesson on analyzing the one, I will go and find support, resistance, mark my levels, then build up a scenario if I want to go long or if I want to go short, and then I will see if this scenario occurring and I will execute a trade. But the first thing we need is the news, and the news in this case is great news, at least from our perspective. It's a good news that most people are looking for, and earnings is definitely one of them. So HAL definitely on my screen today. Let's go to another stocks that I'm watching, AXSM. This one is already popping up from 32, went all the way up to 46, then dropped to 41, still a massive move to the upside. Let's go to the news and find out why it's actually moving so much. So as you can see, the FDA gave them an agreement to post marketing. So this is a great news for this company, and a lot of people are all around the world. And also algos to trade in and looking for good news to trade, definitely watching this specific stock. Great volume at pre-market, great momentum move. The news are very strong, and we definitely can look at this stock today and try to trade it. It doesn't mean that I will trade it long, specifically just because the news are good. The news is just a catalyst that move the stock, bring more volume to it. But I can definitely go short on up move or go long when the price is dropping down and looking for the reversal, basically. So just because the news are good, it doesn't mean that I will go long. But this is a great opportunity for today as well. Let's look at RBLX, another stocks that I'm watching today. Gapping down from around the $41, went down to 39. Now just picking up the pace just a little bit. But as you can see, Goldman Sachs downgraded Electronic Arts and other interactive entertainment stocks, such as RBLX. So you can see that the downgrade of a stock is usually, especially when coming from Goldman Sachs, like a big bank, usually it will drop the price down. Again, maybe during the trading session, I will find a major support level and go long. But there is news and volume that moving the price, and this is exactly what we're looking for in order to trade properly. So great news to follow as well. Downgrade, not so great for the company, but yeah. And let's look at two more. One is Plug, PLUG, an green energy company from China, moving strongly up from 25-ish to 28. And the reason behind it is a deal with Walmart that basically saying that they will, Plug will deliver liquid green to Walmart to try to sell it there. So this is great news for the company. Walmart, obviously a big company. Any deal with this company will push other stocks higher. So this is a great news to follow as well. And I want to check out one more news that actually is not a good news, maybe for the company, but not for us as traders. And this is on the ACC. That's the symbol of this company. And as you can see, it moved high from 57-ish to all the way to 65. This is a great move. But when we're looking at the news, we are talking about acquired by Blackstone. So basically a deal, confirmed the deal that of acquisition. And in this case, no one really care about the stock anymore. No one will go and buy it, because if the price that they settled on was 65, for example, then that means that no one will really want to buy it above it, right? Or maybe below it, but no one actually dropping it or selling it. So the price still, if you will look at this stock all along this trading day, you will see that it's basically will be flat, maybe half of a cent up or down, but it will keep this sideways move. So although there is great volume at pre-market and you can see a nice momentum move to the upside, at the end, the news in this case are telling us there is nothing to do with these stocks. Always remember that a merge between two companies or acquisition won't do any good for us, at least, when we're looking for volatility and we're looking to trade a stock. So make sure when you're looking at the news, you want to see something that. So make sure when you're looking at the news and when you're reading the news, you want to see something that will really impact it. And today will create volume and the movement, and not just pushing it one price up and that's it sideways. So either earnings, stuff like upgrade and downgrade, AXSM, as we saw with the FDA approved. This is a great news to find in a stock, or a deal with a big company such as Walmart with the PLUG. So those kind of news will push the price up or down and will create those opportunities intraday to find those places where we can play with either buying it at the lower price or selling it at the high, shorting it at the highest of the day, or going all the way with the trend, other strategies that you trade in with as well. So I hope you guys like this video. If so, please make sure you give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. It will help us greatly. And make sure you watch the next video when I will sum up everything we learned in this crash course of pre-market preparation, really from A to Z, going all the way from market analysis all the way to find the right one, understanding where I'm going to execute a trade. And hopefully those lessons will push you a little bit further to your success in trading. So I will see you next time. Take care.